Thanks for watching, and always be gaming. 420 Channels production.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Dion Lewis's Patriots going up against Martin's Buccaneers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa as the Bucs get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers, who have a big hand and who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do it all. Can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jameis Winston ready to guide Tampa Bay here in this one, and coming off a loss to Minnesota in Week 3. Did throw for 328 yards, but his 3 interceptions really doomed their fate.
And they were playing from behind for most of the game. So when that's happening, you're going to throw the ball more opportunities for the defense to get their hands on it. And that's what they did in this game against Jameis Winston. He's their leader. He typically bounces back and plays well after a poor performance. But for Tampa Bay, hopes were so high after a smashing first-game victory. Had a little bit of a letdown, and Minnesota took advantage.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers continue to improve on offense. Their ranks in 2016 would put them about the middle of the NFL, but they're starting to create a nice identity. A young and growing offensive line led by a quarterback, Jameis Winston, who's truly a playmaker, especially when he throws the ball deep to Mike Evans.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This defense for New England, here the starters, see them on your screen, but so far through 3 weeks, they've given up 461 yards per game. Where do you think that ranks in the league?
Well, I'm going to guess it's higher than 32 because New Orleans seems to have that spot for the last few years.
It's actually below New Orleans.
You're kidding.
Yeah, last in the league for the Patriots.
Well, how about that? No one saw that coming. But how about New England? Last in the league in the yards they've given up on defense, yet they're still 2-1 and still one of the most feared teams in the league.
Throwing, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. We get our first look at New England's offense. Tom Brady coming off that Week 3 come-from-behind win over Houston. And, Charles, that was his 41st career fourth-quarter comeback.
And how old is Tom? Isn't he 40?
40.
I mean, the numbers are staggering, right? I mean, he threw for 378 yards, 5 touchdowns. The fourth-quarter comeback against last year's NFL #1 ranked defense. Yeah, he's Tom Brady.
Second 40-year-old with 5 touchdown passes in a game. The other, Warren Moon. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down. New England, the starters on offense. And, you know, last week we talked about who are the pass catchers going to be for Tom Brady. They had some guys step up in the win over Houston.
I'm not surprised that we had guys emerge, and I'm not surprised about who they are. All right, Brandon Cooks, who they acquired in the offseason from New Orleans, he was over 100 yards in pass receptions. Gronk had a touchdown catch. Chris Hogan, who played so well for them last year down the stretch, 2 touchdown catches, and Tom Brady knows how to sprinkle it around. 7 guys caught passes from him in that game.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, 62 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to...
There goes Doug Martin. The 40. The 20. 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Buccaneers. Doug Martin, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
On first down, Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Brady to throw on second down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 52 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
There goes Doug Martin past the 20. And he just falls short down.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I missed that.
It's a big-time run there by Martin. 74 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jaquiz Rodgers taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he powers his way up past the 30. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. On second down, here's Brady. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. He also had an interception return for a touchdown last year, another one there. What's the goal for a defensive back? One a season?
One a season is really
fantastic.
Way more than you would expect. I mean, guys set those types of goals, but rarely are they reached, rarely they achieved. To be able to pull it off back-to-back seasons, who says no one makes house calls anymore?
On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it? Remember the time we spent with them in practice beforehand and had that little twinkle in his eye where he thought, hey, we can get some bombs in this game. We can get deep, and that's exactly what's going on. But I don't think he thought if they could do that, that they'd be on the losing end.
They might need more of this air raid attack. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Well, that play gives us a quick breather here. I want to look ahead to week 4 of the NFL season. Carolina at New England. I'm curious if the Panthers can break out of the little funk they're in.
A little bit of a clunker at home against New Orleans. Many thought they would win that one. They're trying to get Cam Newton going. And, of course, he's got to go take on Tom Terrific in the New England Patriots right there in their home turf. How about Detroit at Minnesota? Big NFC North battle. Both teams 2-1 in the early going. That seems to be an excellent matchup. And flip it over to the AFC. Tennessee at Houston.
Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And we turn our focus to Doug Martin. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard, 37 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He was a cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder, with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first-half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat because he's got a lot to get through because we've had no shortage of points scored in the first half.
It has been a fun track meet. Throwing on first down is Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Doug Martin now gearing up to go again here on offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Let's go now. Blue ladies, go. Boys, hunt up.
First down, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Ready? Blue lady. Choose the mic. Watch Mike.
Here's Winston. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he's going to go deep down the... This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Ready? White 25.
To the air again with Winston. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that was a Deshaun Jackson special, wasn't it? Deep downfield for a big play. But truthfully, if he catches it short, he can turn it into a long gainer, can't he?
Just such a big play receiver last year, 17.9 yards per catch, and that was tied for the league lead.
He's going to open up the offense in a big way in Tampa.
A first down throw for Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Harris coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.